Hello, and welcome back to another video on Tie Gaming. And in today's video, I'm going to be ranking all of the FNAF spin-offs. So without further ado, let's begin with the video. Now, I know Ultimate Custom Night isn't technically a spin-off, but it isn't technically a mainline game either. It's just kind of in between, so I decided to include it anyways. And also, I didn't include quote-unquote spin-off DLCs, because those are DLCs, not spin-offs. Like, Sister Location Custom Night, or the FNAF 4 Halloween DLC, or stuff like that. So without further ado, let's begin. So, FNAF World. Do I even need to say anything? Easy S tier. This game is just so awesome, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to say anyone. It's a good game. One of, if not, it's in my top 3 favorite. That's for sure. Either top 3 or top 2. One of those two. So it's either my second or third favorite. I'm not 100% sure. Probably second favorite FNAF game in the entire FNAF franchise. Yeah, it's just that good. And then Ultimate Custom Night. It's good, but I really like the concept of Ultimate Custom Night. I'm really glad that I really love this concept of Ultimate Custom Night. But at the same time, it does some of its characters injustice, and it's just kind of, some things are just kind of super weird. And the random cartoons in Ultimate Custom Night. I'm not saying that they're bad. It's kind of random, and some characters just mechanics aren't done justice in any way. Like, for example, Toy Freddy. Toy Freddy's mechanic is horrible. Like, for him, I mean, I know the FNAF 2 characters don't really have much of a personality, but come on. Why would you do that, like, of all things? You could pretty much just make him a copy and paste of Toy Bonnie, and that'd be more fitting to his personality than him playing a game or whatever. Like, seriously, why? I mean, if there was any FNAF character that I think should be having that task in the FNAF franchise in Ultimate Custom Night, it'd be Anim Dude, but I don't know. But then again, Anim Dude is technically FNAF World characters, and the only FNAF World character deemed important enough to the lore by Scott to be put in Ultimate Custom Night was Ultimate Consequences, so I don't know. Anyways, enough of me blabbering about Ultimate Custom Night. I think Ultimate Custom Night, it's not quite S tier because of all the injustice that it does, because of the injustice that it has to some of its characters, but I do love the concept nonetheless, so we'll still get the top of A tier. Special Delivery. It's a nice concept and all, but it's just kind of boring. It's kind of repetitive and not very fun. It gets boring pretty quick. I can see why they took it down. I wish they'd make another AR game, but by the looks of it, they aren't going to. But I would like to make a new, I like AR. I just wish they'd made it better. You know what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying. So I guess B tier, because the concept is great, but the concept is great, but the initiation or whatever, I don't know exact word, I'm just saying initiation because that's the closest word I can think of. The way they initiated it wasn't, the concept is great, but they didn't initiate it right. I can't think of a better word. Freddy in Space 2. Freddy in Space 2, it's an okay concept. I'm okay with the arcade style, and the music's good. But there is one major setback, and that is a combination of its length and difficulty with its lack of saves. Meaning that if you're just a casual player, chances are you are not going to have the time necessary to beat Freddy in Space 2, because it requires, unless you're already an arcade pro, unless you're already not only a computer keyboard smashing pro, but also an arcade pro, or have plenty of time to grind, then you're probably not going to beat this game. Like, if you're just a casual gamer, then you're probably not going to beat this game, unless you really decide to grind at it. So I think that's a major letdown, so therefore I'm going to put in C tier. Not a terrible idea, but again, initiation, not so great. I mean, like the lack of saves with such a big game is not great. I mean, imagine if Security Breach didn't have saves. That would be horrible. I don't think anyone would have been able to beat Security Breach if there weren't saves. Even if it's like the easiest ending, they would still even the easiest ending, which is the leave ending, would be super difficult. With the whatchamacallit, with with no saves. Yeah, I lost my train of thought there. But anyways, yeah. Point is, yeah, it's like, yeah. So, okay, I'm losing it, and moving on from Ready in Space 2. Security Breach Furious Rage. Security Breach in Furious Rage, it still includes the problem of Freddy in Space 2, in the fact that it doesn't really have any sort of save point. But it does make up for that by being significantly shorter and having even better and more iconic music. So, yeah. All in all, Security Breach Furious Rage is basically just a significant improvement on Freddy's Space 2. So I think that will put it in A tier. Not above Ultimate Custom Night, but in A tier still. Also, why is this here? I make a tutorial on this sometimes, how to use this. But then again, I'm pretty sure this is just like a generic tier list app, so I don't know. Anyways, Freddy in Space 3, Chica in Space. I actually don't know what this game does. I'm assuming it's the same case as Freddy in Space 2. If that's the case, then C tier, same as Freddy in Space 2, because like if it's the same concept without game saves, but with even more, even more lengthy, I'd probably put it like a D tier or something. But yeah. Actually, no, just bottom of C tier. But yeah, I don't know. I literally know like nothing apart from the title and thumbnail and thanks to the thumbnail or whatever, the main character of the game. That's literally all I know about Freddy in Space 3, Chica in Space. So I can't really fairly rank it. So therefore, I'll just put it with the Freddy in Space 2. Five Laps at Freddy's. Five Laps at Freddy's has like next to nothing good about it. Like, it's basically just a FNAF themed Mario Kart knockoff. It's I mean, it's and not even a good knockoff. Like, I mean, if you're a super experienced Mario Kart player on PC, then I guess that's okay. Then I guess you could beat this, but like, realistically, especially if you're a casual player, there is no way you are beating this game. Like, this game is insanely hard, even for those who are a pro at Mario Kart. Like, this game is insanely hard. It's just a FNAF knockoff that Mario Kart that's significantly more difficult than Mario Kart. Like, it's just horrible. Like, it's just so difficult. Like, unless the casual, I have never even beaten the first level. I'm pretty sure not even the casual player. I'm pretty sure no casual player would be able to beat the first level of this game. You have to be like super grind. You have to be either A, really good at this game by nature, or B, be okay to grind this game forever. Well, not forever, but a while. You get the point. So therefore, I think 5 Laps of Freddy's. Oh yeah, and the character designs aren't even that great. I mean, I guess the concept isn't horrible, but the initiation is definitely the worst of any FNAF game. Like, if it was a good Mario Kart knockoff, I'd probably put it in like an A tier because I like Mario Kart. I'm not a fan of it, but I like it. It's okay. But the way they initiate it is just horrible. And I do like some of the unique parts, like, jump scares, but then again, it's kind of random and there's no real way to prevent it. Like, they should make it so that there's a way to avoid it, and that if you do get jump scared, you actually have a major penalty. Like, maybe you're going to be stunned for a while or something, I don't know. Because as of currently, the jump scares from the characters, they kind of just happen automatically, and they don't really have any sort of penalty. So I think because that just kind of, makes jump scares less scary, because the point of a jump scare is for there to be a penalty. Because in FNAF, there's two reasons for jump scares. There's 1 to scare you, and 2 to bring a penalty. For example, in FNAF 1, once you get jump scared, the night will be over. You'll have to restart the night from the beginning. That's a penalty. However, in 5 Laps at Freddy's, there's no real penalty for being jump scared. So that kind of just takes most of, like, half of the purpose of the jump scare out of it. And it also makes future FNAF jump scares less scary. So yeah. So anyways, all in all, I think 5 Laps at Freddy's deserves a D. So anyways, that is my ranking of all of the FNAF spin-offs. I think this is a good ranking of the spin-off games. So in S tier we have FNAF World. Then in A tier we have Ultimate Custom Night and at the top and Security Breach Rage at the bottom. Then B tier we have Special Delivery. C tier is Freddy in Space 2 and Freddy in Space 3 Chica in Space. And D is 5 Laps at Freddy's. So anyways, thank you guys so much. Bye bye for now.